So hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is VizXBL. Welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be on Call of Duty Black Ops 3 and the sales within the two consoles, PlayStation and Xbox One. So basically, if you've been living under a rock for the past 3 months, you would have not noticed that PlayStation is now the new home for Call of Duty. Now what I mean by this is PlayStation now get the advantages of getting the DLC and updates and more early. So basically, you would obviously think that straight away all the Call of Duty fanboys would have switched from Xbox to PlayStation. But in fact, they have done the total opposite and stuck to Xbox, or they're just simply waiting for a PlayStation to come, or they can't afford one. So they're stuck with Xbox. It's either that, or they've just actually wanted to stay with Xbox in general and not switch to PlayStation. Now, obviously, understand that if you are one of those guys who switch to PlayStation, to be honest, I'm not really surprised because, you know, a lot of competitive players are going to have to switch to PlayStation. And if you're one of them, I don't really care, to be honest. I do respect that. And anyway, so let's get into this. Now, the sales for Call of Duty Black Ops 3. The reason why I brought that thing up at the start is because I suggest PlayStation have actually tried to get this advantage to try and make all of the Call of Duty fanboys go out there and buy PlayStation 4 so they can get that money. But in fact, it's done the total opposite. The Xbox fanboys have actually stuck with the Xbox. The Call of Duty fanboys who are on Xbox have stuck, and there has been more pre-orders and pre-purchases for Call of Duty Black Ops 3 than there is for, you know, PlayStation 4. And it's pretty embarrassing because they actually had to take Call of Duty Black Ops 3 off the store, for like off the marketplace on the Xbox One, to try and get Sony to catch up. Now this went 3 days without any percentage off, just, you know, was took off for 3 days, and then it was took off for another 4 more days, and the last 4 days it actually had 20% off on the PlayStation 4 store. Now it still to this day does not have more sales, and I mean more pre-purchases and pre-orders than Xbox One. So I do suggest that obviously the fanboys have actually stuck with the Xbox and being loyal fans. And I mean, obviously a lot could change in the next 3 weeks, but if the sales are that much different to where obviously it's becoming a problem and they are giving people percentages off, they had to take it off the store. I mean, Xbox must have a serious amount of more sales, which basically means is like, are they actually going to switch over, or is Sony just going to say right now it isn't working, people are staying with Xbox, not come to PlayStation for Call of Duty, so we're going to have to stop paying the fee. And that is where I would suggest that everyone should just get the DLC early. I don't think it will be right for Microsoft to just pay it, and obviously, you know, competitive players should be allowed to play what console that they want. I mean, I don't think they should be locked into playing PlayStation. I don't think they should be locked into playing Xbox One either. Honestly, I just think, you know, everyone should have their fair share. Like everyone, like competitive players should have a vote whether they want to play on the PlayStation 4 or they want to play with the Xbox. The thing is that gets me about this competitive stuff is that if they are going to be switching to PlayStation 4, it's like they have to get used to the new controller and everything within the sake of like 2 months. And that's just for one event. And I mean, obviously through time it's going to progress, they're going to get better with the controller, but I don't really think it's the point. So anyways guys, let me know what you think of this. Do you really think that this is a good thing, that Xbox is getting more sales, or a bad thing? Anyways, if you want to talk to me, just feel free to tweet me. My Twitter is in the description below, or just tweet me at VizXBL if you really can't be bothered to do that. So yes, if you are new, please subscribe, and I am out. Peace. I will catch you guys later.